Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another movie review. Now, this is a requested review. I was requested for this. Excuse me. I was requested to talk about this movie like a long time ago, and I had to wait till one of the libraries to open back up so I can rent this. And if you're familiar with the source material, you may like it, but if you aren't, I don't know. I'm going to review The Watchmen. I don't know why the specific person wanted me to review this movie because, I don't know. I mean, I remember when this first came out. I remember I was like in high school, and I never knew anyone who's seen it. I didn't know about the graphic novel, and basically I didn't know anything about Watchmen. And I wasn't super interested in this. Even if I were, I wouldn't be allowed to watch it. It was like really rated R. And this version I have is, I think it's the theatrical cut. And, excuse me. It doesn't say anywhere like what version is this. I think this is theatrical version. It's like an hour and 41 minutes or so, and there's like a director's cut that's like over 3.5 hours long. I think almost as long as Zack Snyder's version of Justice League, which I have not seen since I don't have HBO Max, so I can't have an opinion on it. And you know, for Zack Snyder's films, like just if you're familiar with a lot of his movies, like, well, I'm not technically. I think this is the only one I've seen of his. It's just with a lot of slow-mo, and it's real dark and heavy, and a lot of dialogue and stuff. Watchmen, like honestly, like I'm not calling it like a horrible movie or even a great movie. It's just not my kind of film. Like it's alright, it's just, I wasn't that interested in it. Maybe I'm not too big on like really dark movies and stuff, and I don't even know how to explain the plot. It's almost like they made this movie just for the fans of Watchmen, but I don't know. You really don't get to know these characters very well. Like they weren't introduced very well. There's not that much of a backstory. Like the only backstory, like mainly how the characters got their powers, or it's a little bit like they explain a little bit the history of this mask guy character, and they got into a little bit too with this electric glowing blue character. Like I really don't know their names. I honestly didn't give a shit. And I don't know, like even if Watchmen was very well known back in 2009, you really have to, if you want to make a movie based on an existing property, you have to like introduce to new audience members too. Like talk a little bit about like who they are and what are their interests in, what are their weaknesses, how they first met. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, I don't think anyone has ever heard of Guardians of the Galaxy before that movie came out, and that movie came out, was really good. It became a big hit, and it introduced to us to the characters, and it was pretty well done, and much better movie. I can see somebody like watching this, not familiar with Watchmen, and probably get into it. You probably like the action scenes and the gore and really mature stuff. It's like there's some nudity in it, and it's hard art, so it's not really for people under the age of 17. Being 16 when it first came out, but I just wasn't interested in it, and I don't know, it's just fine, just not, it's kind of hard talking about this, even though I didn't really, like it that much. I mean, it's, like, I would say, if you're familiar with The Watchmen, like you read the graphic novel, or you've seen, I don't know if there's any other stuff involving with The Watchmen. I think there was a TV show. I'm not sure if it was for Netflix. I don't know too much about it. But I would say, if you're familiar at all with the graphic novel, I think you would dig this movie. If not, then, I don't know. Maybe it's okay to skip this one. Maybe if you look at the trailers for it, or if you look at the cover and be like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Well, there's some cool parts in it, but not a lot of cool stuff. It's just dragged and very, like, I don't know, it's just cluttered, that's all I can say. It's a little bit of a cluttered mess. I'm not bashing this movie, it's not really my thing. I thank whoever requested me to review this movie, thanks for the request. It's interesting that I was able to watch it one time, but I don't think I may want to watch this again. I'm more of a fan of the super fun, like, really good superhero movies, and I think between DC and Marvel, I think Marvel's my favorite, even though DC, like the one good movie they made, like one of the good DC movies is Wonder Woman. That is like my favorite. It's not all too dark or too choppy or like jumps back and forth here and very confusing. But Watchmen, I don't know, really don't know, not my thing. Wasn't a fan of it, so sorry about that. But it's just my opinion. If you have seen Watchmen, let me know what you think of it. Did you went into this movie after reading the graphic novel and you became a fan of it, or you saw this movie without knowing about the graphic novel and you liked it or you disliked it? I don't know. I don't know about this one. So that's my review of The Watchmen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.